Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we dive into the fascinating realm of touch, revealing places where older women crave your gentle caress. But before you become too excited, let's clarify one point. This isn't about exceeding limits or being too creepy. It's about embracing the subtle art of seduction and knowing how a well-placed touch can trigger feelings that drive shivers down her spine. Older women understand what they desire, and they're not nervous about expressing it through their body language. However, it's dependent on you to interpret these signals and respond effectively. That's where this video comes into play. We'll explore 8 crucial places on a woman's body that truly demand your attention, from the small of her back up to the nape of her neck. Along the way, we will also discuss some ideas that will truly make your touch unforgettable. So, are you ready to become a master of seductive touch? First up, a small part of her back. Gentlemen, this place may look inconspicuous, but trust me, it conveys essential meaning. When you lay your hand on the small of someone's back, you're sending a powerful message of reassurance and compassion. Imagine this. You're out on a romantic date. Walking side by side, you extend your hand and lightly lay it on the small of her back, guiding her through a crowded room or backing her across a tricky sidewalk. It's a simple yet powerful gesture, emphasizing that you've got her back and that you are there to aid her every step of the way. Remember, your touch should be gentle and delicate. You're not trying to maneuver her like a human bulldozer. Instead, you're providing a soothing presence, an expression of your steady support. This touch works wonderfully in numerous situations, whether guiding her through an entrance, helping her out of a car, or just walking hand in hand. The small part of her back is always considered to be a safe and seductive choice, so give it a try and observe how she succumbs to your touch. Moving on to the nape of the neck. This is where actions escalate to an even more intimate level. The nape of the neck is considered one of the most delicate areas on a woman's body, and a well-executed touch here can evoke satisfying shivering. Why is this place so special? First of all, its typical exposure makes it an inviting target for your touch. Additionally, it's a delicate place, needing your utmost care and respect. When you gently run your fingers over the nape of her neck, you're not only touching her skin, you're building a deeper connection, indicating your appreciation for her vulnerability. However, remember that the touch should be gentle and fleeting. You're not attempting to give a neck massage unless explicitly demanded. Instead, you're providing a seductive glimpse of what's to come, hinting at deeper connections in the future. So whenever you find yourself in close proximity, take a moment to focus on the elegance of her neck, and when the timing is perfect, let your fingertips dance across her skin and experience her enjoyable response. Now let's talk about the upper arm. Surprising as it might seem, the upper arm has possibilities for intimacy and seduction. Imagine a situation where you're engaged in a meaningful conversation with a woman, exchanging thoughts and emotions. In this moment of openness and connection, a gentle touch on her upper arm might develop a physical attachment that mirrors your emotional bond. It expresses your presence and engagement, ensuring her that you're totally committed to the moment. However, ensure that the touch feels authentic and natural. You're not grabbing her arm at a family gathering like an embarrassing relative. Instead, let your hand gently move towards her arm as you lean in to listen or emphasize a point. The attractiveness of this touch lies in its flexibility. Whether sitting across a table or strolling side by side, the upper arm stays within reach and is always suitable. So don't hesitate to give it a try and see her progressive tendency toward your touch. Let's now explore an unexpected area, the knees. The area around the knees holds remarkable possibilities for intimacy and seduction, especially if handled with intention and care. Imagine this, you're seated beside each other, maybe watching a movie or conversing over a glass of wine. Your hand automatically finds its place on her knee, resting there gently while you converse. Though minor, this act speaks volumes, generating a sense of attachment and intimacy between you. It's not about groping or seizing, it's about delivering a soothing presence, sending the message that you're comfortable there and turning to her. Remember, touching should be gentle and unobtrusive, underscoring connection over stimulation. Whether you're seated at a restaurant or walking through the park, hand in hand, the knee continues to be accessible and appropriate. So give it a try and watch as she leans into your touch, feeling comfortable and cherished. Now onto the waist. Let us now dive into deeper realms of intimacy. The waist is a highly sensitive area, and touching it can convey a multitude of emotions, from protection and connection to lust and passion. Imagine two of you dancing together, swaying to the music's beat. Your hand finds its place around her waist, holding her gently yet tightly as you move in synchronicity. At this moment, you're not only holding her but also passing on a sense of security and intimacy, reinforcing your commitment to her. However, make sure the touch remains courteous and consensual. You're not violently pulling her closer or imposing dominance. Instead, you're providing a supportive presence that makes her feel secure and comfortable. Whether you are posing for a photograph or relaxing on the couch, the waist acts as a safe and seductive point of touch, so don't hesitate to explore this zone and observe her reaction to your gentle touch. Next up, let's talk about the hands. You might think it's too apparent, but holding a woman's hand in precisely the right way can be tremendously intimate and romantic. Imagine this. You're sitting opposite each other at a table, engaged in conversation. You reach out and grasp her hand in yours, holding it gently yet tightly. This touch feels genuine and natural, as if your hands were designed to intertwine. In this moment, you're creating a warm and attentive connection, demonstrating your undivided attention and care. Remember, your touching should be gentle and unassuming. You're not squeezing her hand like a vice grip. Instead, you're providing a supportive presence that feels secure and comfortable. Whether strolling side by side or sitting together in a park, holding hands can be a universally suitable and seductive gesture. So give it a try and observe how she relaxes into your touch, feeling appreciated and cherished. Now let's explore the wrist. The inside of the wrist is among the most sensitive places on a woman's body, and touching it can trigger feelings of love and affection. Imagine bidding farewell after an evening date. You take her hand in your own, gently turning it over to show off her wrist's smooth, delicate skin. Then, brushing a feather-light kiss across the sensitive flesh, you bring it to your lips. This touch feels intimate and private, like a shared secret between both of you. At this point, you're creating an attachment that feels both sensual and playful, showing your interest and admiration. However, make sure the touch remains gentle and brief. You're not leaving a mark or overstaying your welcome. Instead, you are giving a stimulating preview of what's to come, hinting at deeper intimacy in the future. Whether you're greeting or parting ways, the wrist acts as a safe and seductive point of contact, so don't hesitate to participate in this action and observe her response to feeling loved and appreciated. Last but not least, let's talk about the earlobes. Yes, you heard it right. The earlobes can be shockingly sensual and seductive when handled with care and intention. Imagine this. You're standing close together, maybe amid a lively party or crowded restaurant. You gently lean in to whisper something in her ear, allowing your fingers to touch her earlobe. This touch feels intimate and private, like a whispered secret between both of you. In this moment, you're creating a connection that feels both sensual and enticing, conveying your interest and desire. However, make sure the touch remains natural and unforced. You're not grabbing her earlobe like an intrusive relative. Instead, you're allowing your fingers to naturally brush across it as you lean in to talk or admire her earrings. Whether you're in a crowded room or sitting side by side at a movie, the earlobe acts as a subtle yet seductive point of contact. So don't hesitate to explore this zone and see how she responds, feeling desired and cherished.